9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Well, welcome to another Hard Way Wrestling. It is Labor Day, and while you guys are all kicked back with your feet up and your Coleman in your hand, what? We are here to entertain you. I got Scotty, Too Hottie, and Tricky Ricky in the building. Every time you flex, Scott, I don't know what it does, but it makes me want to go to the gym. Are you on creatine?
Huh? Yeah, no, I'm on. I'm on
He's on a seafood diet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm on the seafood diet. All the food I see, I eat. So,
and then Ricky's doing 12-ounce curls over there.
Yeah,
all day long.
Gotcha. All right, well, we're here. We are here. We're gonna be with you for about 20 minutes or so. We're gonna knock this out. We came off a big weekend. We had people losing their job. We had, and it wasn't me this time. And we had people. We had 2 pay-per-views. Another big weekend of pay-per-views. I don't know about you guys, but when football starts, I do not want to watch wrestling.
Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult to keep up with all this stuff.
We're gonna do it though. We can do it. We can do it. So today on this episode, we're gonna talk about Payback, which was Saturday night. This was a pay-per-view that I did not get to watch, but you guys did.
Yep, we did.
So you're going to have to you're going to have to tell me exactly what happened. I mean, I kind of know what happened because I got some cheat sheets, but you guys, let's go through match by match, a little bit of detail, and let's let everybody know who won, who lost, and what we think.
So our opening match of the card, which we thought was going to be the bathroom break match of the night, was the Trish Stratus, Becky Lynch cage match. That match was actually pretty decent. Trish was banged up. Becky had her eating steel cage the entire match. She had a huge bruise, a just vicious knot right in the middle of her forehead.
She had bruises all up and down
on her arm,
like her shoulder. What you could see of her neckline was bruised. She was beaten to hell.
Now, is she on blood thinners?
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
She's
old for it.
I worked 8 matches and got into the ring for 4 of them a couple weeks ago, and I was beat to shit. And I didn't even I took 1 bump. Becky looked like, or not Becky, Trish looked like I looked after the end of a match.
Yeah,
Trish got her ass handed to her, and she looked really good in the process. She even took a superplex from the top of the cage.
Yes,
which was sick.
I thought he was dead, quite frankly. Yeah. So really, just to let everyone know, I texted our group chat and I said, "Oh, great, they're starting with this match. Well, I'm just gonna off and come back later." So I was on playing COD. I was like, you know what? All right, here's what I'll do. I'll pop this on my phone because I was gonna watch it on my main TV. I was like, you know what? I'll pop this on my phone, keep an eye on it while I'm playing COD, and if it gets interesting, I'll stop playing COD and watch the match.
He kept a good eye on it.
Yeah, keep my one good eye on it. About, I don't know, like 5 minutes into the match, maybe 8 minutes into the match, I literally put down my controller, flipped my TV back on over to the cock, and started watching this match because, like, okay, this is actually getting good. Like, this is not what I expected this match to be.
Exactly.
And then that's right around the time, like as it went on, that's right around the time that they took that giant superplex, and my head was like, boom! Yeah. Okay, wow.
And I watched. Didn't even beat her; she kicked out.
Yeah, and I paid attention to the rest of the match all the way through. I was like, okay, this is better than I even thought it was going to be. So
I had no intention of watching this match. Like, I sat down and was like, we'll see how it goes. And then I didn't get up the rest of the night just to get another beer here and there. And that was it.
Yep. So
but, it was a very very entertaining match. Becky picks up the win, and we finally see the implosion of Trish and Zoe Stark.
Yep.
at the end, Zoe basically is getting berated by Trish for not helping her pick up the win, and Zoe had enough, shut that cage door, and dropped her with her finisher. I don't know what the hell she calls it.
Yeah.
That spinning knee.
Oh, that's you're talking about the reverse
That
knee.
spinning.
It's
Yeah,
called
knee.
the Z360, something like that.
Okay,
Zoe
yeah.
360, something like that. Yeah, it's a pretty badass move.
Trish sold that like a champ. She took her thank you Trish shirt off, threw it on her, and left.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Trish. I actually thought this was gonna be a part-time thing for her, but I don't know.
And I think they're going to build this thing now with Zoe and Trish. So
Zoe's going to get the rub from her, I think.
I'd love to get the rub from Trish. All right. Moving on. What's the next match we have?
Second match was. Damn, I can't remember them in order. What was the second match, Scotty?
Am I going to bring these up? I can bring these up.
No, I had it up.
Was it Ray and
Miz and LA Knight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
LA Knight and The Miz.
Yeah. Now here's where this match kind of lost some steam for me. I wouldn't have cared if it had been anybody else. I knew John Cena was going to be there. I like Cena.
Guest referee, by the way. Guest referee.
Yes.
And here's where it got interesting to me. So Cena came out before the match. He starts talking. He makes himself the special guest referee. Miz comes out, does his little spiel with Cena. It works. But as I'm watching the match, the thing that took me out of this match, and I love LA Knight, and again, Frogface Miz is actually doing really good work right now. So I'm definitely high on what Miz is doing. But the thing that took me out of the match was Cena. Like, I'm glad he's there. I'm glad he's doing his thing and helping, keeping the company built up and stuff like that. But his movements as the referee were not smooth.
Ernest P. Worrell was a little slow on his counts.
Yeah, refereeing is tough. Refereeing is tough.
Well, yes, but there was one count where you could see Cena legitimately stopped in midair because. LA Knight was supposed to kick out, and it was like, dude, like it took me out of the match. Like LA Knight did a really good job, Miz did a really good job.
Yes.
It was the Cena refereeing that really kind of threw me for a loop on this one. So I'm glad LA Knight won. It was the right call.
You're basically saying that Cena is the reason why there is an actor strike.
Yeah.
Could be. Very well could be.
Because he is the worst actor ever.
Yeah, sadly enough, you are right. I mean, look at the Marine.
I mean, really, I really wish we didn't see him this time.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, he was pretty atrocious as a ref.
Yeah, it was not good. So, but Ricky, what do you like? What's your watched
the match itself? The match itself was again, it was a little better than I thought it was going to be. I actually thought LA Knight was going to damn near squash Miz, especially with Cena as the ref, because he's against the heels.
Yeah,
he's had rivalry with the Miz in the past, but I was also very surprised that Cena called the match right down the middle. No shenanigans either way. But yeah, Ernest looked pathetic as a referee.
Ernest.
He should have just sat out there and be like an outside enforcer or something. Like Miz tried to do something illegal, like grab a chair, then he could have stepped in and took the chair from him. But let one of the regular refs do their thing, not Ernest.
Or they could have even had somebody else. Like, I mean, again, I get Cena's the host. Let him be the host. Like, there are so many other people they could have brought in that were younger and more game to do that role as special guest referee.
Do you know why they brought CM Punk in?
CM Punk.
I'm sorry. I'm still in the last video. Do you know why they brought John Cena in?
Because he's getting ready to make a return.
For the pop, baby. For the pop. That's why they brought him in. I mean, how many views do you think they would have got on this payback if CM Punk... God damn it with the CM Punk stuff. With John Cena not being on here. How many views do you think they would have got? Right?
Yeah.
Well, like Cena, you're not going to see CM Punk either, so...
Yeah.
Well, Yeah.
Um,
So I know I had a couple of buddies go to the Hershey Arena for SmackDown, and tickets for the SmackDown event for like $28. They announced Cena being there, tripled
damn.
in price, and they sold them.
Oh yeah, of course they
So,
are.
I believe they were trying to sell seats for this show in Pittsburgh, and I think that's how you do it. You bring in a big name. If they were down in ticket sales and they brought in The Rock, they'd have sold out. If they're down in ticket sales, they bring in Stone Cold, they sell out. You bring in Kurt Angle, which that would have been honestly. Kurt Angle's got way more experience being a referee, and he's from Pittsburgh.
He's from the bird.
So let's Steel City's own Kurt Angle be the referee in that. But
amen to that.
anyway, all right, moving on.
Match 3 was Theory and Ray, because I do remember all the last 3 matches all involved Judgment Day. So yeah, number 3 is Ray and Theory.
They gave this match less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. And this was the match I really didn't give much of a crap about. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't that long, and yeah.
See, and what's weird is how different people perceive time. To me, this match went on forever, and I was just like, okay, like again, like you said, it wasn't bad. There wasn't anything egregiously stupid about it, but it just drugged for me. I was just like, all right, like I don't know if it was the fact of the LA Knight Miz match ruined my appreciation for this match, or if it just was the fact that I didn't care all that much about.
I was hyped up for the Judgment Day.
Yeah, which was phenomenal. We'll get to that in a sec, but yeah, like I don't know. I watched it, and I couldn't really tell you all that much about what all happened like in that match, because again,
it almost seemed like your typical Friday night SmackDown match. It was very quick, and it basically ended with a what was it? Theory's going for the A-Town down, and Mysterio rolls him up for a 1-2-3.
Yeah,
exciting.
So.
Yeah, I think I got this match right when we picked it, because I think Santos Escobar is the next guy in line for Ray. However they get there, I believe. So this kind of just maybe I think Theory goes away for a while now.
Hopefully.
We were saying that after the last pay-per-view too. After he lost, we're hoping he goes away, but here he is again.
Yeah. So anyway,
right.
Moving on, match 4 was the Steel City Street Fight between Balor and Priest and KO and Sami Zayn for the undisputed tag titles. This match was phenomenal.
Yep. Yeah.
It was all over the place. KO and Sami had this thing won numerous times. And, of course, you knew all of Judgment Day was going to be in it. One of my favorite spots was when they were out in the crowd area, and Sami and KO get thrown over a table and disappear. And,
into the penalty.
Yeah, that was the penalty box. You're right. And then they pop up and they're wearing Lemieux and Crosby jerseys, and they got gloves and sticks on.
I did catch KO was bloody.
He was
massively.
I actually thought that I flipped over onto Collision by accident.
Yeah. No, I
thought it was John Moxley running around there.
Yep.
Well, and okay, something that really got me, Ricky, did you hear the commentary that made me pop from Michael Cole?
What part are you talking about?
His major gaffe that night. So they're in the arena for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah.
Sammy and Kevin come out with Penguins jerseys, hockey sticks, and the gloves.
Yeah.
And Cole, oh my gosh! And I have to shout out a buddy of mine, my buddy Ray Cicelli. He is a big Steelers fan. He is a big Penguins. He's from Pittsburgh.
So he's a dickhead. Okay, good. Keep going.
Yes, but anyways, Cole pipes up because they're in the arena, and Cole's talking about, man, we're in this arena here in Pittsburgh. This match is amazing. We're here in the home of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that. I was like, you Cole, you fucking idiot.
I was laughing.
At least it didn't say, welcome to the Mellon Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I just popped because Ray would have shot Michael Cole in the face if he had heard that. Just because, yes, they're in the same city, but two completely different arenas.
Hockey's over, bro. It's football season. Give Michael Cole a break.
Hey, hockey starts in October, so we're closer than you think.
Hockey don't start till March. Everybody knows that.
That's the playoffs almost.
Yeah, exactly right. Hockey don't start till March.
So there was a spot in the match, and Scotty and I hopped on the chat almost instantly because KO gets up and does a swanton off of the balcony through a table onto Dominic, and I thought he broke his wrist or his leg or something. Just the way he landed.
I honestly think he broke his ribs.
Well, he had rib injuries. That's why he was kind of out for a while there.
Yeah, if you look at the way he sells in the latter half of the match, he's got like his arm is kind of limp, but he's kind of got his arm around the midsection. I think he broke ribs because I was flabbergasted. I was like, okay, I've seen this spot a million times. You've seen guys come off the balcony a million times.
And they land centered in the middle of the person and the table, and he clearly overshot it like he was doing it in the ring.
Like the back of his head and neck hit the table and caused it to break. That's about the only
and
Dom hit Dom, and that's about the only saving grace they had on that shot. I don't know, like Kevin pretty much took a flat back bump on concrete, and like from that height. Oh my gosh! I
thought he was done.
Yeah, I thought he was too. So, but
now this was a. I mean, I had said it on Friday, the last time we recorded, that put all the belts, on them, right? Give Judgment Day all the belts, but I never thought that they would, right? I don't. And I said it on Friday that Kevin and Sammy. Since they won the belts, they've been super stale. Like it's not. I mean, between one injury and after another, Kevin's injury and then Sammy, I guess he had some sort of little injury. It has not been great since they took the belts off the Usos. And boy, this was a nice surprise.
It was.
Again, I think this might have been the only match I got wrong all night.
I believe in the fantasy league, pretty much everybody got this match wrong.
Yeah. But the other thing that I liked about it very quickly is the different placement of the Judgment Day throughout the match. Because originally it was just Finn and Priest. And then Dominic shows up partway through the match. And then at the very end...
Rhea speared Kevin Owens through the barricade.
Interfere, which was a good little spot right there to kind of show his loyalty to the Judgment Day. And then Rhea comes out and spears the daylights out of Kevin Owens, which after the bump that he took, I would not have been like, I would have tried to wave that one off. I've been like, make Sammy take that one. I can't do it. Because
that's not how the business works, man. That's not how the business works.
Get it, but I'm just saying, you take a flat back bump on concrete, I'm like, now wave that one off. Like
Rhea crushed him. It looked like fucking Bobby Lashley spearing somebody through that barricade.
Yeah, she was a beast.
Yeah,
I love that spot. And then when they put all my head about exploded when they took the pin, when Sammy took the pin. And it was like, oh my gosh, they actually
with the briefcase. With the briefcase.
Yes.
Yeah.
They took the pin off the briefcase. And I was like, wow, they actually they did more than I thought they were going to do with this match. I thought it was just going to be Sammy and Kevin retaining. So this was, to me, and again, I'm not much for garbage matches, but this was a good match. There was a lot of storytelling. There was a lot of good fighting, and it was just, I don't know, the spots meant something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my take on it. And again, like you said, Judgment Day walks away with all the belts.
Love it. All right.
Not all of them.
Not yet. Give him time. We got Senior Money in the Bank. He still got his briefcase.
Match 5, or no, we do the Grayson Waller effect was next because they had to wait for, I guess, Mommy to rest up some before her match. So we got the
Sure.
Grayson Waller effect with host Cody Rhodes, and again, it was little talking, could have cared less. And then Cody introduces the newest member of the Raw roster, main event Jey Uso. Now, my question is, was this a trade of Cody going to SmackDown for main event Jey Uso going to Raw?
Thing? Yeah, I didn't think of it that way. But yeah, that's very possible.
Because Cody said he pulled all of his chips in to make this deal happen.
Well, let's rewind. Let's talk about Grayson Waller real quick. I hate what I don't mind these little Grayson Waller effect or the Miz TV. They're okay. Grayson Waller
on a pay-per-view though.
Grayson Waller is a decent wrestler. He's great in a lot of ways. This guy's could be the next big thing. I actually think he's better than Austin Theory. That is not as built and looks as good as Austin Theory, but is
great on the mic.
Damn near there, right, for me.
Great on the mic.
And then, but too much is too much. Like give this guy somebody to work. Give him. Let's see him in the ring, not talking, right? Not. It's too much, right? We want to see Grayson Waller work. We don't want to see him interviewing people. Fuck all that. Let's give me Grayson Waller versus Sami Zayn. Give me Grayson Waller versus.
We're gonna see Grayson Waller against Uso.
Anybody. We're Jay. Perfect. That's even better.
Actually, no. Waller's on SmackDown.
I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter. These guys bounce back and forth. Give me Grayson Waller versus LA Knight. I'd love to see these guys go back and forth. Like this, Grayson can talk, but I don't need him talking me to the bathroom during intermission. Right? I need him to talk me into a room with putting somebody's shoulders on the mat. That's what I want to see out of Grayson Waller. So that's my little take on.
And here's the other thing about it. Okay. Let's take a very quick look back at the original talk show host himself, Roddy Piper and Piper's Pit. How long was a Piper's Pit usually? Minute and a half, 2 minutes, maybe
3 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe.
At the most on a long night.
Long enough for someone to get hit with a coconut.
Exactly. Like these interview segments. Like again, this is the thing that I don't like about Corny said one time, I know, yes, I'm a corny mark. Corny said one time, Raw is talk. Yeah. Like, when they do these things, whether it's Raw, whether it's SmackDown, or even now on the pay-per-view, like, I'm sorry, I'm not here to watch talk. I'm not here to listen to people. Like, keep these things short, sweet, and to the point. Give it a three minutes at most, and talk me into the building, and then go in there and have a match and fight.
See, I'd almost rather have them go back to how it used to be in a lot of ways, where it's pre-tape stuff.
Yes.
Give me 3 minutes of pre-tape, Grayson Waller effect, blah blah blah, or Piper's Pit, or the Snake Pit, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever it is, give me something pre-tape. I'm sure there's a reason why they're doing it. Maybe it's to change something in the back, or Vince called in and scrapped half the show and they're rewriting it real quick. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know, but. I want to see. I'm not a Miz fan. My girlfriend's a Miz fan. The only time she sees a Miz is when he's on talking on TV, right? She never gets to see him. He doesn't wrestle all that much, and when he does, it's he's getting hit in nuts or whatever. He's just tiny balls or whatever. So give me more of these guys. Give me more of these guys in the ring, but not in the ring running their yap.
Yeah, it's almost like now on your Monday Night Raw and your Friday Night SmackDown, everybody that comes out for a match has to cut a promo beforehand, and it's just too much. Let your wrestling tell the story.
Yep, exactly.
How long is Raw?
3 hours.
3 hours. Cut an hour of that shit out of there. Cut 40 minutes, 30 minutes out of there. Make it 2.5 hours. Do whatever. Run silk stockings for the last 30 minutes. I don't care.
Man, you're really going back to the 90s.
just I don't care, Monk or whatever. I don't care, whatever you want to throw in there. Just cut out half the. I know they're building things. But there's other ways of building things instead of wasting people's time. I guess you need time to go get popcorn and drinks and ice cream from the concession stand, I guess. But all right, let's move on to the next match. What do we got next?
We got the women's world title, Rhea Ripley against Raquel Rodriguez. And Rhea was wearing gear paying tribute to China.
Yeah. I heard that, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so she looked good. Raquel, definitely, God damn it, cat, get off there.
Well, Ricky's cat making it. Ricky's cat. I'm going to have to start paying this cat.
Oh, hell no. Just some friskies indoor. That's all he needs.
Hey, girl.
So Raquel, she showed her power in the match. She overpowered Rhea quite a bit throughout the match. Wasn't a bad match, but we all kind of see. God, stop it! Stop being buttons. We all kind of seen Rhea winning this one, and I think this is going to be an ongoing feud. This won't be the end of this one. And what did I call in her preview? Did I not say Dom was going to take one for the team to help her get the win this time?
Yeah, I was laughing when I saw that part. I was like, Ricky called it.
All right, well, tell everybody what happened.
I don't even remember what the hell happened now.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad you called it.
Go ahead, Scotty. Fill me in on what exactly happened, because I can't remember it detail for detail.
That's the thing.
I do remember Dom stepping in.
Remember how it all went down. Hold on. Let me go back to.
All right. Well, let's break it. Dom tried to interfere.
Dominic made his way to ringside, and she hit him with the power slam. But the distraction was enough for Ripley to kick her knee and go for the riptide for the win. That's what it was.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I would have liked Rhea to just escape by the skin of her teeth. I know Dom interferes, but I don't think she should have hit her with the riptide, because I think that riptide makes you look. Once you get hit with the riptide, that's it, right? I think that there should have been some other. I don't think she should have hit her with a finisher. I wouldn't have booked it that way.
Yeah, I would have been fine had she rolled her up right after she gave Dom the Braun Strowman running power slam.
I can agree with that. I also feel like I don't see this I don't like Ricky said a minute ago.
This is going to go on.
Huh?
This is going to go on longer. This won't be the end of this feud.
Well, I don't see this going too much longer. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can agree with you more, Jason, where it's like, yeah, you don't want to have her use the riptide all the time, so you book it a slightly different way so that she gets out of there, she wins, but doesn't, But I also feel like Rhea needs to be booked with Judgment Day. Rhea needs to be booked strong somehow in a way that keeps her because again, she was that tackle, the spear through the barricade was insane in the previous match. So you dumb her down in the next match just because she was strong in the match. Even if she wasn't wrestling in the match before, she looked like an overpowering beast taking out Kevin Owens. So I don't know. There's ways. I think there's a way.
Yeah, it's tough to come back from that when you put your hands on a man and beat the snot out of a dude. Then you can barely beat Raquel Rodriguez.
But Raquel is one of the bigger female athletes on the roster. That's not like she's a solid, tall, strong woman. She's not like a ginormous dewdrop looking person.
Yeah. But I like the match again. Very solid for the for what it was. Again, it's not necessarily any of their best showings, either one of them.
But I think they could do better.
Yeah, but for what it was a solid match. And like you said, we knew Rhea was going over in this. They're not taking the belt off her anytime soon. So, but I liked it for what it was. I thought it was a good match. Really, really, I'm high on Rhea Ripley, so whatever she does, I go for.
All right, so let's move on to the World Championship match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Seth freaking Rollins.
Shit
Seth
stain.
Franklin.
Franklin Rollins.
Get off my damn laptop.
Seth escapes this match with the win, but he
Yes.
got the tar
He
beat
got
out of him.
the shit beat out of him. His back was whipped. Nakamura worked him very well. I was happy with the way they did this match because I seen the last time they gave Nakamura a big push of the title when they put him up against AJ Styles at the Mania after he won the Royal Rumble that year, and that match was so god awful slow and booked so poorly that it was just a waste of time in general. They made Nakamura look really strong in this one.
Yeah,
I mean, he took Seth to the ropes quite a few times, to the point that he could have almost came away with it.
there were a couple points I honestly thought they were going to change it. I was like, no. I watched a couple of those false finishes and I was like, wait a minute. They Seth stayed in it, but it was like, man, this are they actually thinking about changing the belt? And I was impressed by it. Like you said, they kept Shinsuke strong, and I mean, what's his old nickname? The King of the Strong Style.
King of Strong Style.
Isn't that what? And like he really showed it. Like you said, that AJ match years ago booked so poorly, and it didn't.
It was a snooze fest.
It was a snooze fest, but this actually kept me going. And made me like, okay, what are they going to do? What's the next,
That and the anticipation because I was waiting for Senior Money in the Bank.
I caught the end of this, and I thought for sure that we were going to get as bad as he was beat up, and the way the night went for the Judgment Day. I thought we were
getting
a Priest cash in,
and Judgment Day was going to hold all the belts except for the IC.
Right.
Yep.
Which might come soon enough.
You say McDonough?
I don't know what they're going to do there. I think them JD McDonough is going to figure out a way to break Finn away from this group.
I forgot.
Which is going to make it tough because he has the.
McDonough did end up in that Steel City street fight too, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
So it's 5-on-2.
Right when I actually thought, going back to that tag team match really quick, McDonough showed up. Sammy had the Luva kick on Priest.
Oh yeah.
McDonough comes in from behind and yanks Sammy out. I was like, because Kevin had hit a stunner on Priest and then Sammy hit the Luva. I was like, okay. Yeah. They're done. It's and
right.
Then McDonough shows. I was like, wait a minute, where the hell did you come from? But yeah, I agree with you on the. I think they're going to try to find a way to put a wedge with Finn but see, I kind of hope like they maybe do the opposite and keep. As much as I'm not a big fan of Priest in Judgment Day, I kind of want to see them add McDonough into Judgment Day. And then use that later to break Finn out of it, and kind of keep the Judgment Day together for a little while longer before they start breaking pieces off of it, and add McDonough. Because actually, I think with McDonough coming in there and saving the pinfall and keeping the Judgment Day alive in that match, in the tag team match, really actually made a good dynamic there. But sorry, I went off on a tangent on that one.
Yeah, no worries.
That's all right.
All right, well, that's going to do it here for us for our recap of Payback in the Steel City. Please make sure you go like and subscribe. Check us out on YouTube. We'll be now on podcast form. You can have us in your ear. If you want to hear all about Scotty and you want to hear all about his cereal spoon he's got there, and you want to hear about. If you hear purring, that's not Ricky. That's Ricky's cat that's getting on the audio. If you want to hear that kind of stuff, check us out on podcast form.
Or just get on YouTube and watch us because he gets his face and fat ass in the camera all the time.
I'm not paying him. I swear, I'm telling you, I'm not adding him to the roster.
I'm not paying him either. I think we've insulted him. He's leaving.
I'm out of here. I hope he tore that box up behind you in that closet before he left too. So
He would.
all right, that's gonna do it here for us at Hardway. For Scotty and Ricky, we'll see you guys next time on the
Hard way.
Peace.